Greetings. Welcome to the course of Electromagnetics, Unit 1, Lecture 17. Today's topic is electric potential. So till now, we have been obtained the electric field using Coulomb's law and Gauss law, and both are in the vector form only. Now, let us define the electric potential from which we can obtain the electric field. That will be easier since handling the scalars, which is easier than the vectors. Now first let us define what is the electric potential. Electric potential. Suppose we wish to move a point charge from point A to the point B. So we would like to move a point charge from point A to the point B in the electric field. Then the force on the charge is given by from the Coulomb's law, F is equal to minus Q into E. So this minus sign indicates that the work has been done by the external agent. Okay. Now let us have a small differential length here. So over which the charge has taken the displacement. Okay. Let this differential length is given by dl. Now let this point A is at a vector distance of RA and this point charge B at a vector distance of RB, and let this differential length is at a distance of R, vector distance of R. Now the work done to move over a differential length dn, the differential work done to move a point charge over a differential length is given by what is work is equal to force into displacement. The force into what is the displacement? The dl. So let us integrating on both sides to get the work done. W, the work done is given by integration of F into dl. Where here we have a differential length dl. So this is a line integral. So the work done to move a point charge from point A to the point B over a length of L, which is given by L into what is the force from Coulomb's law, which is given by minus Q into E into dl. Let us bring this Q this side. The potential energy per charge, which is given by, our work done per charge is given by integration over a line integral of minus E into dl, electric field into differential length. So work per unit charge, potential energy per unit charge is given by potential difference VAB, which is equal to minus integral of E into dl. And this is a potential difference between the point charges A to B. So this is from A to B. Again this A to B gives one length of L only. Okay. So this V in the VAB, where the A is an initial point, this is an initial point, and the point B as an final point. Okay. And where this minus sign indicates that the work has been done substituting the value of E. Okay, from the Coulomb's law already we have defined what is the electric field. The electric field is given by Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, where this epsilon naught indicates the permittivity of a free space into R square and the direction is AR. Okay, now let us substitute the value of E in this equation. So let me give the number. This is a let, this is equation 1. Let this is equation 2. Substitute equation 2 in 1. Okay, so VAB is given by minus integration of E into dl. The E can be given as Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square into AR. This is E into dl. Let the dl is also the same differentiation dr into AR. And this is from point A to the point B now. Now while we are integrating, let us have a distance of point A to the point B is nothing but RA is point A and RB at a distance of point B. So this is RA to the RB. This is a vector distance from point A to the point B. Now in the next step, dot product of AR with AR will be 1 only. So VAB, potential difference between the 2 points, is given by, so the dot product of AR with AR has become 1. Now out of this one, Q is a constant, 4 pi epsilon is also constant. Let us take the constant terms out of this integration. So under the integration we left with only one term, that is 1 by R square into dr. Okay, so what is our VAB? VAB is nothing but Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught under the integration of 1 by R square into dr. Okay, see this integration is, okay, this is a term. Now let us simplify by integrating a 1 by R square. VAB is given by Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught integration of, now here it is, here minus sign is there, here also minus sign is there. So this is RA to the RB into dr. Okay, so VAB is given by Q by 4 pi epsilon naught and integration of R square is minus 1 by R. The limits are RA to the RB. Okay, now let us substitute the upper and lower limits. Okay, so substituting the upper and lower limit, before that I will take this minus outside, so this minus into minus will be plus. So VAB is given by Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into, substituting the upper limit 1 by RB minus substituting the lower limit 1 by RE. Okay, let us take this one inside. So VAB is given by Q by 4 pi epsilon naught RB and taken this term to this one minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught RE. Okay, so this term indicates that the potential at a point B, this indicates the potential at a point A. So I can write VAB as the potential at a point B with respect to the potential at a point A. So let the potential at a point B is given by VB and this potential at a point A is given by VA. So what is this? So this one, this is nothing but VAB. So what the VAB is nothing but the potential at the final point with respect to the potential at the initial point. And we know that always the potential at the start point will be 0 only. Means the VA is 0 only. So if you want to make VA as 0, in this term what the changes has to be done? So we can become Q by 4 pi epsilon naught terms are constants. Okay. Let we can make RA term as an infinity. So Q upon something like infinity is nothing but 0. So we can make the second term as a 0. potential which is given by Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Let us write one general distance R. So this is the electric potential. The unit is volts. Okay. So now if you see this one, it has not been appended with any of the unit vector. Right now, no AR, no AX, no AY terms, right? Means to say that this electric potential V Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into R is a scalar quantity. Now, what is the electric potential? The electric potential or the potential point between the 2 points is nothing but potential of that particular point, that is at this point, with respect to the point where the potential is 0. With respect to the point where the potential is 0. This is about the electric field or electric potential due to one point charge has been moved from infinite distance to the point B, keeping the source charge at origin. As I said, this is origin, right? So where the electric field has been created because of the point charge kept at origin. Okay. Now what we will see? So now the point charge is not at origin, somewhere other distance. Okay, other than the origin. So now we will see that. Now we have the point charge due to which the electric field has been generated is other than the origin. Previously it was at origin means, so here the coordinates are 0, 0, 0, right? So it is at origin. Now this point charge is kept other than this origin means somewhere I have here, okay? And due to which the electric field has been produced. Now in that electric field we have to move a point charge from infinite distance to the some point B, okay? Any distance point to the B, okay? Now here is an origin, okay? Let the point charge Q is at a distance of R1, okay? And this is a charge from where we have been from infinite distance to the point to the B has been moved. Let this is at a distance of R from the origin. Now what is the resultant electric field is? So the resultant electric potential is, now the electric potential V is given by Q by 4 pi epsilon naught, okay? As previously this charge is at origin, so we consider only one R, right? Now there are 2 points are here, right? So what is the resultant distance between these two? So these 2 is nothing but this the electric field at this point, no? So this distance minus the other charge distance, this distance to the other distance, okay? So I can write as R minus R1. What the R1 is? R1 is a vector distance where the charge due to which electric field has been produced has been shifted other than the origin, okay? So electric potential V is given by Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. What is this one? This is a magnitude of difference of distances, okay? Now due to one point charge the electric field has been created, okay? There may be a charge distribution. There is a random number of charges or multiple charges due to which the electric field may be created. Now we will see, now the electric field has been created due to the multiple charges. In that electric field we have to bring or we have to do some work where we have to bring a point charge from infinite distance to the particular point, okay? So there are number of charges or multiple charges, n number of charges, okay? So we have the n number of charges Q1, Q2 or Q3, okay? Something like up to Qn. There are n number of charges are there, okay? Which are at a distance of R1 and this is at a distance of R2 and this is at a distance of R3 and this is at a distance of Rn from the origin, okay? So now there is a charge distribution which creates some electric field. Now in this electric field we wanted to bring a point charge to the particular point B, okay? final point, this is a final charge. So where this final point is at a distance of vector distance of r. Okay. Now what we have to find out? We wanted to find out what is the resultant electric potential at this point, at point P. Okay. What is the resultant potential? Okay. So what the resultant potential is? The potential in which the electric field has been created because of multiple charges. Okay. So now this is at a distance some meters. Okay. So this is a resultant distance from Q1 to Q. This is again the resultant distance, and this is a final distance, and this is also some resultant distance. Alright. Okay. So I can write this distance. This is the resultant distance between the nth charge to the point. Okay. So now we have to write the electric potential due to the field created by the multiple charges, right? So I can write V as, due to the first charge, I can write Q1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. What is the resultant distance? This is the resultant distance. What it is? From the point, final distance is R minus R1. What is this? R minus R1. Magnitude of R minus R1. Plus, because of the second charge Q2, which is given by Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught R minus R2. Okay. Because of the third charge, okay, because of the third charge, it is given by Q3 by 4 pi epsilon naught. And what is the resultant distance because of this charge 3? R minus R3. Okay. So this is magnitude of a distance minus R minus R3. It extends till n number of charges. Okay. So for the nth charge, it is Q and 1 4 pi epsilon naught. Magnitude of difference of distances are the Rn. Okay. So in general, we can write as a V is equal to. So in all this thing, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is a constant. I can take 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught as a constant, and summation of k is equal to 1 to n, and qk by magnitude of difference of distances r to the rk, and where this k varies from 1 to n. Okay. This is the electric potential due to the multiple charges or n number of charges. Okay. So what we do now, we will take some numericals on the electric potential. Okay.